Hello everyone, my name is Decalink, the trained and professional, and welcome back to Echo Route 65. On the last episode, we ended Leo's route, so now we will go in, and it has been requested that we do TJ's route. I don't want to read these fucking quotes again. Is there a skip button? There is. Blap. Well, we tried pop last time. Let's try soft rock. I don't know, we might be able to get through that get that soft rock station that is sometimes available right before we get into town. What'd you say? Want this but louder? Okay, so it's just the same shit all the time. God damn it. Alright, so it was, I remember we tried texting Leo. That didn't work. So I guess one other person won't be able to respond, and I'm betting it's Flynn. No, Carl, we tried Carl as well. I don't know. TJ was requested, so we're going to go with TJ. I frowned at myself as my thumb pad hovers over TJ's contact image on the Messenger app. I remember when the picture was taken. It was at the old Yee-Yaw Riverway. I had just gotten my cell phone and was asking everybody to pose for a picture. Leo took on a real stoic, statuesque expression. Carl gave a dopey smile and made a peace sign. Jasmine put on her best sassy look, and Flynn stuck his tongue out, and TJ just gave a proper polite smile, as if the idea of being silly didn't even occur to him. I guess in his mind, I had made a request, and he wasn't about to sully it, or something, for a laugh. TJ takes friendship seriously, and I can't help but feel that's a quality in someone that would be really nice to have by me right now. So, can I talk to you for a sec? I'll keep it vague at first. Dropping a bomb might just confuse him into thinking I'm making some sort of a lewd joke. Ow, my leg! Hey, Chase, what's happening? Happy Dia de los Muertos. I believe that's just Spanish for Day of the Dead. I'm working through some bad stuff. I don't want to go home. Where are you? I feel a bit bad not really indulging in returning TJ's chipper mannerisms, but I really don't have it in me right now. Oh no, what happened? Mom picked me up when we were finishing up my costume. She heard there was a party happening at the old Parsons building on Route 65. We leave soon. I didn't know parties happen around here outside of backyard birthday stuff. I know TJ goes to a lot of different functions in his free time. He's kind of a popular kid, though pretty much all of them are based around church and community service activities. They're pretty much never in Echo, though. The only church we have in town is the old abandoned one from the Mormon Trail days. I think it turned into a school briefly during World War II, though it shut down soon after. The county tried to make it into a tourist thing once, but it didn't work. Back when my parents still went to church, we had to drive all the way out to Peyton at 7 in the morning. I hated it and would whine and complain every time. Sometimes I carpooled with TJ. The vibe was completely different. They discussed Bible verses and talked about their weekly self-betterment goals. I think I remember getting in trouble because I kept calling everything dumb when I was in the car with them one morning. I was really cranky. After that, my parents made me ride with them. In contrast, my folks usually just left on talk radio and as we drove in silence. Boring! Chase, you're making us kind of worried. You can meet us there if you want. I don't think you need an invitation. I'm a bit worried that this party will just be another acoustic guitar arts and crafts with the elderly affair. But the more I think about it, the location strikes a tad weird-like. Parsons is sort of out in the boondocks of Echo, which is still technically the middle of the goddamn nowhere. So I'm not doing too great, but yeah, I'll meet you there. Where at any other time I'd pass, but not tonight. Are you okay, sweetie? Oh, I imagine that's from his mom. I can come pick you up if you like. I'll call your mom too to let you know you're with us. I'm a bit startled for the moment. I stare at the whole sweetie thing before I realize what's happening. Oh, hi, Mrs. Hess. Could you please not do that? I'll see you and TJ at the party. We just want to make sure you're okay. At least let us pick you up and drive you. No, it's okay. I'm with Carl. Don't worry. It's just teenage awkwardness and stuff. Oh, Toby is learning all about that now. We had to buy him his first can of deodorant the other day. Can? As an otter, you must be having an even harder time with all the... account of the musk glands developing, don't you know? You stop by and buy you some demusking spray if you want. You have the nicest intentions. but goddamn. Oh my god, I did not expect when I started texting TJ that 5 minutes later I'd be forced into a conversation about my musk glands with his mother. I'm good with my supply for now, thanks. As the familiar landmarks of Railway and the Red Rock of I believe we've already seen. Oh no, the skip button's not even fucking whatever. My restless anxiety returns. Texting TJ and his mother did not help at all. I can see that we're approaching Carl's stop. We've already seen this, why can't we fucking... We've already seen this bit. Well, last time we told a joke, so this time, let's ask about Keith. I do. I make a motion of holding something up behind me in the iron. So, Karen, you mentioned your son Keith. The name sounds familiar. Karen gives me a rather dubious look, her silver eyes eyeing me, gaze eyeing me up. Well, I doubt you have recently. Keith's been gone for a good year or so now. Where'd he go? Karen scratches the end of her muzzle, still eyeing me with the same searching expression. He's dead. Dead to me, at least. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. Definitely not gonna prod there. Carl currently looks as if he's trying to camouflage into his seat, slowly sliding down it. Say. The old fox lets out a huff that is half exasperated, half amused. She waves dismissively. You switch gonna exit the bus or not? I got a big bowl of cinnamon chips and pineapple mango salsa waiting for me back home. I shift awkwardly in my seat. Out of the corner of my eye, something yellow flutters down by my feet. With haste, I bend down and snatch up the note, acting as nonchalant as possible. Carl's penmanship is actually pretty good. I give him a discreet, grateful look as he gets up and moves to the exit. I'm coming. Carl stops, looking back at me with the same deadpan as before. To the front of the bus. I think I hear Carl mutter, "That's quite some range," as he turns and continues upward. Carl hops off first, his hooves making an audible clop noise upon the aged asphalt. However, as I follow and move to hand my note to Karen, her callous hand grasps my wrist instead of the note. I'm not that deaf and dumb, Kitty. I've been doing this job a long while. She relinquishes my wrist, the note fluttering to the ground. I can feel Carl staring nervously at us from the road. I appreciate your curiosity. Keith and I live down in Colville, so I doubt you'd know him. He made some seriously questionable decisions regarding his amorous pursuits. Ugh, I hate saying that word now. Things I could not abide by. She sits some in her large driver's seat, the cadence of her voice changing some as she looks to the back of the bus. Yeah, we've seen this. All right, let's move along. I doubt that the Carl half of this segment is going to be different, but this time, like an asshole again, we're going to be texting over Carl trying to have a normal ass conversation with us. So let's get on with it. Follow pulling out my own phone. Oh. There's really no trouble, Chase. You and Toby's other little friends in your group are like family to us. You mean a great deal to Toby too, especially after everything that's happened. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I never had the opportunity to probably thank you. You all have been so brave, and your visits to Toby afterwards meant so much, Chase. We haven't seen you much since you and your parents stopped going to church so much, but we'd love to have you over for dinner sometime. Though I have one quick question for you, Chase. Oh! Hold up. Y'all saw that shit, right? Watch this. Watch it. You saw it! It was the same fucking thing that was on Carl's phone. When it was, yeah, what the, yeah, even the game is, I didn't even press the button and he just started saying that. Do you know how to delete messages on this thing? I'd rather not Toby know that I mentioned the incident. He's been doing so well lately. What the fuck? There was the same thing that was on Carl's phone. It was the same thing on Carl's phone. For this messenger app, you go back to the contact screen, hold over my contact name, then press delete conversation history. Hey Chase, I'll be dropping Toby off at the old Parsons manufacturing building around Road 65 in a bit. I hope you feel better soon. Chase? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, just texting TJ or, well, his mom. Nice, dude. I look up the street. Carl's house is, it's there. Apparently there's a party happening tonight. Carl raises an inquisitive brow. Like, here or in general? I'm not sure what you mean by in general, but there's a lot of the repeated fucking lines. But yeah, around here in Echo. TJ got invited. Guessing it's for the Day of the Dead. Well, he didn't mention it to me at all. And I asked him to his face if he was doing anything tonight. Seriously, a party in Echo? Can't be for some churchy thing in this land of heathens. It's at the Parsons Manufacturing Building on Route 65.
That's sort of the ass end of nowhere for a party, too. Maybe it's like a rave or something.
The mental image of TJ in neon hot pants with glow sticks and a rave whistle comes to mind. Just weirdly kind of hot. Yeah, don't think TJ is in the trance and techno type.
Maybe he just wants to get his
satisfaction. What? Carl says in a robotic tone. He smiles, his eyes half-lidded. I groan. I think we should go. Carl blinks, his expression akin to as if I had just asked to rub his horns.
First of all, dude, this is a TJ party we're talking about. Second, this is in the middle of nowhere. Third, isn't Day of the Dead for, like,
Latin folk, blood Mormons? Alright, first we can play your first you can play your handheld if it turns out to be boring and religious. The idea of trying to come out to TJ amongst the fundy Christian crowd is a nightmare.
Well, I don't know. Guess I'm kind of curious. Worst case, we stop in, smack TJ around.
Why would we smack TJ around? I'm not even saying that last joke. Why are you saying smack TJ around? Why would you do that? You think Flynn's actually into that sort of thing, or is that just like a running joke? I mean, you mentioned his cloaca or whatever near daily.
Dude, he's totally into that. I bet he's one of those
Oh, fuck you! Every fiber of my being does not want to know what that is. I give Carl a repulsed look.
I read about it and I don't. Nope, not even.
Nope, we're done with that. Lying to your parents' time? Yep. Moving quite along. Number 1 was Tell the Truth, so we will try that one.
You know what? I'm nearly 16 and it's a Friday. My folks keep saying I need to be social, so...
Carl takes something on his phone before moving along to the opposite direction we were walking before. I am honestly surprised he accepted. His social anxiety is pretty bad at school. Maybe it's just that kind of night. I follow suit and walk alongside Carl.
Can't wait till I get my license in the car. I mentioned that already. Yeah, Route 65 is like 3 miles away. We've already
fucking seen this. Why can't we skip? God damn it. Jesus. So in the last one, when they mentioned meth, there's like, do you think Leo would go to a party where everyone smoked meth? But now it's TJ, and the response is, I don't think TJ would go to a party that didn't have a crucified Jesus statue watching over the attendees, which if you think about it, objectively is kind of fucking creepy. Meanwhile, Leo is out driving around with his new friends and going to actual Peyton parties, probably.
Well, I see it. Most people don't actually play football for the game in high school. It's all about, like, the status.
I grunt to the affirmative, biting my tongue for a moment before speaking. I wonder if Leo thinks we're not cool. We've already seen the shit. I don't care. Carl tells me more about 3D Virtue Chat and some girls he met on there as we walk. Girls being stated with quotation mark fingers every time. I had tried talking with guys online myself, though like Carl, never with my real identity. I remember I was feeling lonely 2 months ago and posted a personal M/M ad on the Peyton List website. 18-year-old daughter looking for a friend/mentor was the tagline. We've already heard about this. I already heard about this. This does not look like a Christ camp affair.
I don't see anyone out here. Everyone must be inside. Just gotta get in and look for TJ's little gray ass. Or, you know, his face.
Everything with the asses. Oh, here comes TJ. Here is Boo.
Oh, what the fuck? How did you get invited to this, but not us?
TJ's ghostly head cocks to the side curiously at us.
My mom just told me she heard about this fun get-together here and said it would be a good way to treat myself after volunteering yesterday. I didn't really think I needed one. I thought I saw Leo here when my mom pulled up, actually. He was by the parking lot with someone else, but when I got out I couldn't find him.
That's weird.
He didn't mention anything about going to this tonight, so it surprised me.
You didn't tell me about this either.
I see TJ shift beneath his costume. Oh, shit.
It was short notice, and I didn't think you'd have a costume or anything, or would want to come.
Doram holds up the flat of his paws to the sheeted one.
It's fine, TJ. I get it.
We've already seen this. What? TJ's eyes bulge. What kind of party is this? TJ brings his paws together, wringing them as he looks at us expectantly. We don't know, TJ. I kind of hope that you would.
So what did Leo and TJ go to without inviting or even telling us about, apparently?
Bitterness still hangs in Carl's tone as he rocks nervously upon his hooves on the concrete. Oh, God. Oh, here it is. Oh, the hug, and she screams. Something that hadn't occurred to me when I watched this is that Heather probably is a former rape victim, because no one reacts that strongly unless something has happened before. Oh, God. This is just so fucked up. Yeah, Heather was high and drunk, but you don't have, like... She's having a reaction akin to someone who is reliving a traumatic experience. As someone with PTSD, I recognized it. I wish I had recognized it immediately. I recognized it in editing. Musk shit. I feel the veins in my neck bulge as I try to grasp a large breath, but my body is not my own. Lights seem to pop as the ringing in my ears intensifies. Something is above me. I can sense it. There's a garbled thing with the AM radio. It sounds like me. Never have I ever killed someone. Okay, in the other one, it asked, have you ever killed anyone? In this one, it says, never have I ever killed someone. This phrasing makes me think of that game. Never have I ever killed someone. It's really alluding to the idea that Chase might have killed Sydney. Because, and then of course you see the face here. Bring it. Bring it, you fuck! Show me your freaky eyes! I see you! You don't fucking scare me! That's what I'm thinking, because that really seems to be a weird moment where you're kind of getting merged with the spirit of what I think is the murderer that killed someone, who did the murder in the coal mine, because that seems to be unrelated to the people possessing Jenna and Carl in the Carl route, who was John and James. We don't really know who did the murder in the coal mine. That seems to be an unrelated thing. So what I'm thinking is the person who possesses Chase, who winds up killing Sydney, who in Flynn's route you can see their dialogue walking around in what seems to be who seems to be getting attacked by someone who has a thick tail and is wet, who I imagine is either the real Chase or more likely Sydney. I really think that that's who's possessing Chase, and that's because everyone sees like people above them in like the reflected ceiling and whatnot. We saw someone. I think that is the spirit of the killer, the person the dark otter that everyone was seeing wandering around Echo before we even got there in the main game. Shit like that. I think that is the spirit of the killer. Now, I have no answer for what the fuck the monster that's patrolling the borders of Echo is. So, that's just all headcanon. That is speculation on my part. In TJ's route, you, him, and Carl play Never Have I Ever. My eyes wrench open. Being handled by something. Is it Leo? Is it Leo? Oh, it's fucking TJ. What the fuck? And he's still wearing the fucking booze-soaked cloak. The blankets. The pungent aroma of booze-soaking linen hits me before I can barely make out who's in front of me. The lynx bumps his sheeted knuckles together, sniffling once. Hey, TJ. I lower my paws, trying to getting a sense of where I am. That same smell, musty smell, means that I'm probably back in Parsons, in front of what looks like an old first aid center of some kind. Of all the questions I have, one pushes at the forefront. Leo and Carl, where are they?
Leo brought you inside. He said he found you out on a dirt road a ways out.
So that actually happened. Again, I'm thinking I'm thinking that Leo was just fucking in a van out back. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. What was he filming? I want to know. What the fuck was Leo filming? He fidgets for a moment.
That fox who was dragging me, I think he was intoxicated real bad like. When Leo found me with him and the others around, he and the fox started arguing, lots of swearing and that sort of stuff. Then he hit the fox guy over and over, even when everyone was telling him to stop. There was blood and... Gosh, I just want to go home.
Lynx walks over towards the decrepit bed, staring at it some.
I didn't know whether to let you rest on the mattress or not. I know you're not really a fan of spiders, and there were a few along the stitching.
I feel my skin crawl at the mention, an involuntary shudder escaping from me. Funny how mention of no, the septic suckers doesn't freak me out nearly as much as damn eight-legged things. Yeah, I'm good standing. Probably shouldn't be sleeping anyway.
Are you okay?
He turns to face me, and I have to admit that there is something rather humorous about hearing such sincerity from a guy in a ghost costume. I should be asking you that. He waves dismissively.
It's fine. I didn't even get punched or anything. I'm 13. I shouldn't be such a baby anymore. I curled up and cried in front of all those people, in front of Heather.
It had been a frequent point of teasing from us to TJ that he liked her. She seemed like a really rough sort, but for some reason he and her got along. From what TJ told me, they both used to be in the school's sports management club, but Heather had some family issues and had to drop out.
If I would have stood up for myself, or just stood up in general, Leah wouldn't have had to hurt Heather's friend.
Look, Tej, he was a jerk. A drunk jerk. Out of all the things to beat yourself up over, that's not one. Even with a sheet, I can see TJ's eyes, and he doesn't seem convinced. Where is Leo, by the way? He blinks.
I think he said he had to go take care of something real quick. He told me he'd be back, though.
TJ pauses. He's the straightens with realization. He reaches beneath his costume and withdraws what looks like a mango. I stare at it for a good 6 seconds. Okay, what is the relevance of this mango?
For eating. This guy Robert brought a whole bowl filled with fruit. I got it for you. I think it might make you feel better.
We're at a Day of the Dead party. Doesn't anyone have nachos or carne asada, something like that? Link shrinks back into himself some, rolling the mango in his paws. Just accept the mango!
No, I'm sorry. They only have fruit.
I find myself gazing blankly at TJ and the mango. He steps back after a moment, placing the large fruit into my paws. I stand there, my head still hurting up a storm, holding a mango that a ghost had given me in an abandoned factory. A Day of the Dead mango, no less. Thanks, TJ.
You're welcome, Chase. I feel responsible for having invited you to this when you were already feeling bad, making things worse. I just want to make it right, you know? Now.
He takes a little step back, seeming to realize he's rather close to me.
What did you want to talk to me about?
Oh, I rest my head in my paw, the other still brandishing the mango. Still trying to figure out how to phrase this to someone like TJ. So, you know how... Oh, he never eats the mango? I mean, minor spoiler, but still spoiler also. Damn. So, you know how when you go through puberty you start liking girls and stuff, right? There's a moment of hesitation from the sheeted figure, but I see fabric shuffle in a manner indicative of a nod. When I went through puberty, I mainly started to see boys in the same way that people say a guy like me should see girls. My neighbor is vacuuming right now. The cat stares at me, and I see the expression of concern in his eyes shift to surprise.
Like being gay?
Yeah, that. You got it. I can't help but shift nervously, unsure of what to do with my hands or the mango. He does a little huff.
I know what that is, Chase. I'm not that naive after growing up with you guys.
It's really bothering me that I can't read his expression right now.
So do you like any boys in particular?
I have heard so many people use that fucking phrase as a means of trying to convince someone else to say that they like them. It's not a good strategy. I looked at TJ speechless. After an initial surprise, he seems completely unfazed.
I mean, you guys talk about each other's, parts a lot. I didn't know if that was part of it, but I guess it might have been.
I could practically feel the burning of TJ's cheeks from here. I quickly throw up my hands. Oh no, that's just guy talk. I don't think the others in the group are gay. Like, what are even the chances of that? I decide to dodge his inquiry about who I like. That's a whole nother kettle of corn, as my grandma used to say.
Probably not very high, but I don't really know much about that sort of thing.
Outside of what they tell you at church, you mean? I see TJ visibly recoil, then recombobulate.
That's not what our church is like. I mean, if you went again, you'd know. One of our youth pastors, Asha, is one of those biosensual types, even.
Bisexual.
Yeah, that. She doesn't talk about it much. She's just, normal. And you're normal. So that's good.
I find myself smirking a bit. The way he's describing this to be reassuring is, in his casual TJ's way, is actually kind of cute.
Only God can really judge us for this sort of stuff, I think. People judging can just be like an excuse to be mean. I could start reciting verses to you about it, but I doubt you'd like to hear that. I guess the problem is that my parents found out about me being gay, being like this, in a really bad way that made a bad first impression, TJ tilts his head. For some reason, his blue eyes flick towards the mango in my grasp. What happened?
Again, I keep my tongue still, trying to go over in my head how best to put this. I wish I had practiced this moment a little more. I don't know if you should hear about this sort of stuff, TJ. He steps forward, closer. We're about 1.5 feet apart now.
I'm not a baby. I want to help, please. It's the least I could do.
I stood a little wide-eyed up at him. Up at him? Are we? Oh, we're sitting down. And he covers his face with his sheeted arms.
I'm sorry, Chase.
I can hear the quivering in his voice. There's a strange amount of intensity from the links. I decide to just be blunt. Which we will do in the next episode. This is a weird cliffhanger, but this episode's gotten long enough as it is, so we'll go ahead and address it in the next one. So that'll do it for this one, but until next time, ladies and gentlemen, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!